Hey folks, so good news and bad news. Good news is Monster's running beautifully. I am still a little bit concerned because the roll bar seems to be leaning back again. I don't get it because my repair to the frame on the inside where it broke originally when that happened is holding up. Nothing's coming apart. I don't get it. Something somewhere is causing, I don't know, either the back end of the Monster is down lower or the frame is bending somehow. I don't know. But the very bottom, I'll show you here, the very bottom, yeah, I'm not sure how well you're going to see it because I can't tell if the camera's level or not, but bottom of the roll bar, this is normally straight up and down. Well, it's actually leaned to the back a little bit. And I pull up on it, thinking before when the rear hinge got all rusty and sticky and that, it would stick in place. If I pull up on it, it would release, but no, it's free. There's no binding whatsoever. So why it's leaning back, I don't know. And I noticed that because a headlight, our overhead light, is pointing. It's not pointing straight ahead anymore. It's actually sort of kind of pointing upwards a little bit. So that's what got my attention to it, because I don't have my bumper light right now. That's the only light I have when I go for a night tour. And it's not lighting up the road, it's lighting up the trees above me. Which is fine if my bumper light was working too, because the bumper light would light the road up. But what's causing that, I don't know. And at this point, I don't care. As long as the Monster doesn't snap in half, all is good, right? So I've been going out every day in this heat. I'm loving it. I got a nice sunburn now. I don't know how well you can see it, but I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. But it sucks inside the house. I've mentioned before how when my room reaches about 34 degrees Celsius, my external hard drive starts shutting down. I go into thermal shutdown, and that's when I tend to lose things. So I hit 35 a couple times, and I will not use my externals. I shut them all down. Everything I do relies on those, so I can't do much of anything without them on. And just running the computer itself, I don't want to put any heavy processes on it, like making videos when it's that hot. I can't afford to have that shut down on me. That's my life right now, and I can't afford to replace it if it decides it wants to go poof. So I had to stop making videos for a little bit. And we had one night, it was a nice cool breeze coming in. I turned everything on, and I just kind of made a whole bunch of videos. And then overnight, I would render one at a time. I got pretty much everything caught up now. Not everything, but in there. I did one nice, really long tour with the Monster. I want to make a musical tour out of that. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that now. I'm hoping to get that done, but that'll take a couple days to go through all that and get the music all set up and everything. So I don't know if I'm going to get to that or not. But Monster's parts are on the way. I've paid for shipping, so they're on their way. I can't get everything. Apparently the nylon bushings on the hinge, I need 10 of those. They only have 4 in stock. I'm not sure if they're sending them what they have or they're going to wait. I don't know. But apparently it's going to be a couple months before they get their next shipment in. So I'm not going to get to work on the back of the Monster. I'm not going to. I'm not going to have time. I'm not going to have the parts. And I'm not going to have the time. So I'll get to that. I think there's something else. So really hot in the daytime. It's really nice at night as well. And I've been going out for night tours. Just enjoying it. A lot of bugs flying around at night. Which get into my eyes. It's really annoying. Or get inside my shirt, because I wear the shirt at night. It's not, hot like this at night like it is in the daytime. So I went down to my spot by the boat launcher by the dam, and on my way out, like it's so grown in. It's just taller than the monster right now. It's so grown in, but I can see where my trail is, so I don't have a problem going down there. But just with the lights, you can see, you can see basically what I could see. And when I go through that, you can see these little yellow things, little yellow ghosts going by. Apparently those were hatched spider eggs. Those are little clusters of spiders, and the reason I know that is because they were all over the monster. So I kind of gave him a free taxi ride to my garage. So I'm gonna have spiders all over the garage now. And I don't know if it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I was out for a long time. I was really enjoying being out. And I went through my entire coffee, so I stopped at McDonald's to get a second one. And I met up with another fan. Had another fan selfie. I'm actually kind of uncomfortable with that. It's nice, but just knowing that there are people out there I don't know that know me and recognize me when they see me, I find that rather uncomfortable. I don't want to be famous. I don't like it. I never wanted that. So be it. It's part of being on YouTube, I guess. But I just find it kind of uncomfortable. I think the only other thing I had was I've been keeping track of the temperatures. I wanted to see what the highest temperatures were. I never saw anything over 33. That was, well, the first day was 28. It was supposed to be 28. It actually turned out to be 31, I think. And then the next day it was supposed to be 35. And got as high as 33. And I check it every hour just to see what the high temperature is. And there was another day after that was 31. And everything else has just been in the very high 20s. So hasn't been as bad as forecasted, but the humidity is absolutely insane. It feels so hot just sitting here doing nothing. So, but I'm gonna have to come out in the early morning hours now, before it gets too hot outside, to start doing work in the garage here, because one way or another, all this in here is getting packed up. Because yesterday our house sold, and today we're told we had to the end of August to get out. So what are we gonna do, right? Is it possible we can sue for making us, move in this heat? It's not so bad doing it, but it's so hot in the house. It's going to cause us health issues. I know, I can see it coming. If not with me, then with Michelle for sure. Ken hates it when it's hot like this. Zach's not going to be much of a help with it. He's going off on his own for the first time. I don't think he's ready for it, but I hope he can make it. Because if we find a place, chances are he's not going to be able to move back. But he thinks he can do it. He hasn't paid rent since he's lived here, and he thinks he can handle everything. I hope so, but I guess we'll find out. I said to Michelle last night, I says, maybe we should be squatters. We have better rights than landlords do, right? I don't know. We just kind of feel like she was trying to find someone to buy it that would let us stay. And after the house sold yesterday, I was looking at the listing. There's nothing in there specifying, comes with tenants. Tenants must be able to stay. There's nothing in there. It says would make a nice cozy home to live in or something like that. I can't remember. So I guess it just got to the point where she's just kind of, I have to sell the house, screw you. That might not be the case, but that's how we feel. But Martin didn't think the house would sell. I said, well, people really aren't buying houses to live in right now. They're buying them to flip them, make money off of it. And I assumed that's what this was. But no, apparently there's a guy, he's living with a friend right now, and he wants to move in. Well, I hope he's aware of all the issues the house has. Like they had other houses. They told us that we're the only tenants that are actually paying our rent. Well, why not get rid of the houses where you're not having an income? Get rid of the only good tenants that you have. Us over, right? We're not impressed. We're just not impressed. And I don't. There's any good news in any of it? The real estate agent is actually helping us look for a place. That's pretty cool. He doesn't have to do that. That's not part of his job. So that's kind of nice. But what are we going to find, right? There's going to be 4 of us. Maximum that we can afford for rent would be $2,000, right? Well, what do we get for that? Because Michelle, Ken, and I, we're all on ODSP. They allow maximum $500 a month for rent, which is absolutely ridiculous. I should move to another country than come back in illegally. I get better taken care of. Yes, I said that. That's true. And Martin, he's working, but, like I say, he loses half his income to his ex, so we're just not sure. We're not sure. I'm angry right now. I'm just kind of saying stupid things. When I'm talking about, suing for make us move, I'm not talking about our old landlord. I'm talking about the new person or whatever moving in. I bet you he doesn't know everything about this place. A lot of things that were not disclosed. But I'm not going to start listing them, because if that particular person sees this video, I don't want them to back out of the deal, because that puts my landlord in a awkward situation. I don't want to do that. Once it's finalized, I can say whatever I want. Once it's to the point where he can't back out, then I'll point out some things. But, what really got me is the listing says parking for 3 cars. Where? There's barely room for 1 car here. I don't know where they get 3 cars from. 1 straight in, 1 across the grass, and 1 in the garage that you can't get in because the door's not wide enough. Maybe get a motorcycle in here, but I don't know. So depending on what we can or can't find, apparently there's a townhouse in Listowel that's $2,000. I don't know if that comes with a garage. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I never hear anything or see anything until, everything's ready. Then I find out about it. But I don't want to leave Wingham. I don't want to leave Wingham. And Michelle doesn't really want to either, but if we have to, you know, but I don't know. Somewhere, somehow, we will find our next temporary residence. Next place to get kicked out of. I'm just so tired of it. So tired of it. But I don't know. 2 months to pack everything up in the house. And if Zach's going off on his own, then, you know, he's not going to be helping out. Martin works, you know. It's just Michelle, Ken, and I to do everything. It's going to take longer than 2 months. So, I don't know. I may have to sell the monster. Anybody interested? Sell the monster. See if I can get a good used scooter and just become a normal person again. Blend in with the crowd. Because if we don't have a garage, I can't work on the monster for one, but the monster won't fit through a door. I cannot get it in the house. Well, I have to have a garage. But I don't know. I guess that's all I got. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Chances are I won't be making any videos for a while because I'm not going to have time. But I don't know. I'll be recording. Like I say, I'll come out early in the morning. Well, it's still nice and cool. Well, not hot in the garage. See just what I can do with the monster with different things, but I can record the video. It's just a matter of whether I can actually, you know, have the time to work on them in the computer, to make them for YouTube and upload and stuff. I just don't know. But I guess we'll find out. Time will tell. And I don't know. I just hope we can stay in Wingham. I was hoping, because there's a lot of houses in town that have been for sale for a while, and nothing. Other houses I see go up for sale, and 2 days later they're sold. I guess it depends on location and asking price, condition, or whatever. And the house across the street here, they put a lot of work into the house. I can't imagine what it's like working inside there with no air conditioning, because there's still no hydro to the house. The electrical wire is still wrapped around the tree here. So. But they're obviously putting siding on. They've opened up the front porch, which is kind of cool. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. I guess that's it.